بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه كما يحب ربنا ويرضاه. الحمد لله، ونحن في الصفحة 35 بعد 100 35 on page 135. Barakallahu fikum. You all had this two exercises here for homework, and they are rather easy. We're going to read through it. I want you all to repeat after me in order to save time and get the maximum benefit. This exercise was rather easy because we only have two options, either yarji'u or tarji'u. And our objective is far greater than just filling in the blanks, but we want to read it correctly. So barakallahu fikum, each one is going to read, everyone read after me. We're going to start with number 1. هو يرجع إلى بيته بعد العصر. هي ترجع إلى بيتها بعد العصر. As a point of view, هو يرجع, the ya it indicates هو, but ترجع, the ta, it indicates هي. أحمد يرجع إلى بيته بعد العصر. فاطمة ترجع إلى بيتها بعد العصر. الشيخ يرجع إلى بيته بعد العصر. تلك المرأة ترجع إلى بيتها بعد العصر. Okay, who's going to translate that one? Who's going to translate this? تلك المرأة ترجع إلى بيتها بعد العصر. تلك المرأة ما معنى هذا؟ Who's going to translate this? من يترجم هذا? That lady, that woman returns to her house after Asr. نعم. Right. هذه is different from تلك. هذه will be this woman. What tilka is further away, that woman. That's what I wanted you to test you on. Number 2. الثانية, الجملة الثانية. Not that, not this lady, that woman, that lady. Not this, that. That woman. No. Type number 2. And you all repeat after me. Because the difference between هذه وتلك is distance. It's the distance. Right. Number 2. هو يأخذ الماء من البئر. هي تأخذ الماء من البئر. علي يأخذ الماء من البئر. رحمة تأخذ الماء من البئر. الولد يأخذ الماء من البئر. العامل يأخذ الماء من البئر. خالتي تأخذ الماء من البئر. طيب ما معنى هذا؟ Who's going to translate this one? خالتي. خالتي تأخذ الماء من البئر. ما معنى هذا؟ My aunt fetches the water from the well. Now, my aunt, that took, it has to be takes, it can't be past tense. Can't be past tense. Takes the water from the well. Can't be past tense. Can't be took. نعم بارك الله فيكم. صاحبي يأخذ الماء من البئر. My friend takes the water from the well. بارك الله فيكم. ونحن بحمد الله في الصفحة 36 بعد 100. We're on page number 136. This is a very good exercise here. ترجم الجمل الآتية. Translate the following sentences. The sentences, this one says, this here says فعل ماضي فعل مضارع. فعل ماضي فعل مضارع. On the right hand side is a sentence in ماضي. And on the left hand side is the same sentence with the مضارع. There are dots written below, lines written below, in order for you to translate it there. But in my humble opinion, it's better that you have a side notebook for this, so that when you all review the answers that there in front of you, and whoever comes behind you and uses your book, the answer's not there in front of them. So if you need to translate it, this is something that maybe perhaps now you could do in your head, and maybe just have to write down the translation of a word or two. But at any rate, it's better to translate it in a separate notebook, so that when you read this and you review it, you're going to be reviewing from the right hand side to the left hand side, from the right hand side to the left hand side, from the right hand side to the left hand side. You want to grasp and comprehend the meaning without any help. You're going to be reviewing this over and over. The more you read and repetition, the more this is going to aid your understanding. And before we go on, let me just explain, perhaps I explained this before. Reading helps your comprehension and your understanding. Writing helps your speaking. Okay? Writing helps your speaking. Reading helps your comprehension. So maybe if you read something one time, you might not get it. Then you read the second time, then you get it. Third time is down packed. So you want to be able to read something one time and you grasp it. One time you grasp it. That's going to aid you, so that when you hear something from a speech, from a khutbah, from the classes of the ulama, you hear it one time, you grasp it. So if you're listening to a tape or recording, I should say, you might, at the beginning, when you're learning, you have to rewind it, you have to play it back, you have to listen to it again, you got to look up a couple of words. But you want to get to the point that you pick it up on that first time. What's going to help you do that? You reading, and reading it over and over until you grasp it well. As far as your speaking, what's going to help improve your speaking is your writing. So it's good when you have new words to write a sentence. So you have the word أخذ. You say أنا أخذت المال من الحقيبة وزيد أخذ المال من جيبه وأمي أخذت المال من أبيها. And so when somebody corrects, when you're writing, you might stop, you might erase, you might write it again. But when you're speaking, you don't have any time to stop and erase. So no doubt your writing is going to be greater than your speaking. You're writing because you have time to think. You have time to think when you're writing. So your writing is going to be a little more better, much better than your speaking, because you're speaking, you don't have that much time to think when you're speaking. So the more that you write, and you write to the point that you write perfectly with no mistakes, you write sentences and somebody checks them and they're correctly done, then this shows that your speaking is going to improve. So reading helps your comprehension, writing helps your speaking. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala aid you all. Okay, we have these sentences on the right hand side and on the left hand side. The first one I'm going to translate so we can get an understanding of what we're doing here. And we learn a lot by comparison. So we already know the past tense. We know the Madi. And now we're learning the Mudari. So we're going to compare this with that. We already have a foundation to build off of. So why not build off of it? Why not benefit from it? We already have something firm, grounded to build from and work from. So let's work from that foundation. So learning, which we do, is based on comparison. Now, so if you know hot, we're going to explain to you what cold is. If you know what hard means, we're going to explain to you what soft means. Now, and so on and so forth. Number one, زينب قرأت الرسالة أمس. زينب قرأت الرسالة أمس. Zainab read the letter yesterday. زينب تقرأ الرسالة الآن. الرسالة الآن. Zainab is reading the letter now. You're in dire need of this. Because sometimes when you're new and you're speaking, you might want to say something in the Madi, say it in the Mudari. You might want to say something in the future tense, you use it in the past tense. And the one who you're speaking to is scratching their head trying to figure out what you're trying to say. And you have the words correct, but the tense is incorrect. The time, as far as past tense and future tense, is incorrect. طيب. So Zainab قرأت الرسالة أمس. Zainab read the letter yesterday. Zainab تقرأ الرسالة الآن. Zainab is reading the letter now. Let's look at number two. Hold on. I don't know who's in class with us today. Abu Noor, are you with us? Amir, Hamza, is that understood? Barakallahu feek. Barakallahu feek. Let me go down and see who's with us today. Tayyib, inshallah. Brother Kasib is there. Assalamu alaikum, Kasib. Okay. Tayyib. Number two. أراد أحمد أن يذهب إلى السوق. أراد أحمد أن يذهب إلى السوق. Who's going to translate that? Before we even look at the Ahmed wanted to go to the souk. Now I'm wanted, past tense. Ahmed wanted, past tense. Ahmed wanted to go to the souk. يريد أحمد أن يذهب إلى السوق. يريد أحمد أن يذهب إلى السوق. يريد أحمد. يريد. ما معنى هذا؟ يريد أحمد أن يذهب إلى السوق. Ahmed wants to go to the souk. Yes. Ahmed wants to go to the souk. Naam. Okay, you all give me 1 minute here. I need the chalkboard. السبورة. You all give me a minute. طيب بارك فيكم. Any verb that starts with a hamza in the madi. أراد. This is not the fa'ala scale. This is not the fa'ala scale. This hamza is extra. The mudari is going to be with a dhamma. It's going to be with a dhamma. Yuridu. If you see the madi has a alif, is a hamza, there's a hamza at the beginning of the madi, then the mudari is going to have a dhamma at the beginning of it. Okay? This is one example. If we come across any other examples, I will gladly point it out. Okay, we finished number 2. Number 3. جاء بلال إلى المسجد لدرس في العقيدة. جاء بلال إلى المسجد لدرس في العقيدة. ما معنى هذا؟ Bilal came to the masjid for a lesson in Aqidah. Now, what does Aqidah mean? What does Aqidah mean? Let me see what these other people wrote. Bilal came to the masjid for a lesson in Aqidah. A lesson in Aqidah. Time, understand this, barakallahu fikum. Aqidah comes from the verb aqada. These are the 3 original letters, aqada. Aqada means to tie, like to tie a knot. And aqidah of the beliefs that are tied to your heart, things that you believe in firmly, things that are tied to you. It's not just something that you're thinking about, no, something that you believe. You believe Allah is one. It's your aqidah. This is something that is tied to, that's tied to your heart. Something that's tied to your heart is a belief. It's a belief. You believe that Allah has no partners. You believe that Allah has no children. This is something that's tied to your heart. It's not just an idea that you're contemplating about. No. This is aqidah. It's on an aqd. Aqada means to tie. And this is the most important thing for a Muslim to study. Is the most important thing for a Muslim to study. And inshallah, we will continue our classes in Aqidah. It helps the Muslim in his religion tremendously. Okay, number 3, the second half. يجيء بلال إلى المسجد لدرس في العقيدة. يجيء بلال إلى المسجد لدرس في العقيدة. يجيء ما معنى هذا؟ يجيء أحمد. Who's going to answer this one? يجيء أحمد. Ahmed comes. Ahmed comes to the masjid. Ahmed comes to the masjid. Let's look at the past tense. This is جاء. هو جاء. أنا جئت. ونحن جئنا. نحن جئنا. طيب. هو يجيء. يجي. وهي تجيء. Comes. To come. To come. Is that Hamza, Aba Nuh, Amir? Is that clear? طيب. Number 4. مريم غسلت ملابس زوجها في الصباح. ما معنى هذا؟ مريم غسلت ملابس زوجها في الصباح. مريم غسلت ملابس زوجها في الصباح. Maryam washed her husband's clothing in the morning. نعم. بارك الله فيكم. Maryam washed her husband's clothing in the morning. Maryam washed her husband's clothes in the morning. نعم. If we looked at the nusus, the text that's in the Quran and Sunnah, it would be very beneficial for us to get a greater understanding of how much the wife supports her husband and helps her husband. Sometimes we're aware, we might read things, but we don't look closely into this. And I'm pretty sure you all, now Maryam washed her husband's clothes in the morning. I'm pretty sure you're all aware of, Hamza, I hope you're there listening, you're all aware that the Prophet, when he was in i'tikaf, when somebody's in i'tikaf, you know, he can't leave the masjid. And the Prophet's house was connected to the masjid. His door is to the masjid. The Prophet would put his head in the door and lay down for Aisha to comb his hair. This is when he's in i'tikaf. So imagine if this is something that is in i'tikaf, he can't come out the masjid, but even with that, he put his head out for her to comb his hair. Imagine how much he does when he's actually there in the house. Just imagine. Just imagine how much, you know. So some people, some wives, they don't allow their husband to button up his shirt and button up his style. She's right there on top of him, button up his style, get his shoes, tie his shoes. She's on top of him. Now, everything she does, clips his nails. If we contemplated on the nusus, if this was the Prophet did when he's in i'tikaf and he can't leave, you understand what I'm saying? Then imagine when he's home. Just imagine. Now, I mean, it's on it's a very high level. And unfortunately, every time I bring something up, you know, the women, they want me to speak about what's upon the men to do. But alhamdulillah, inshallah, we will do that. And that's only fair, and that's only correct. But this is something we have to contemplate. Now, I'm just bringing that as an example. That when a man puts his shirt on, she holds the shirt for him. He just puts his arm through that sleeve, puts his arm through that sleeve. She buttoned up his shirt. She's right there. She got the oil, put this oil on here. That she walks him to the door. Amal irons the clothes. He don't know the ironing board. He don't know that. He don't even know how to open up and close it. She's on top of that. She got that thing down. He's like, ain't no woman like the one I got. My wife, shoot. Thinks, man, I can't live without her. She's on top of me. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said to Aisha one day, "Ana a'lam innama anti tarda anni wa anti ghadba alayya." Prophet said to Aisha, "I know when you are pleased with me and when you're upset with me." For the Prophet, Aisha, kif ta'arif? How do you know when I'm upset with you? You know, this is something any one of us will go, I know you're upset with me. You're screaming. Your face is all turned upside down. I can see a mile away that you're upset. No, it's not like that. This is something subtle. That she has a subtle thing that the Prophet is keen about, and he can pick up that she's upset. She said, how do you know when I'm upset? He said, how do you know when I'm pleased with you and when I'm upset? She said, when you're pleased with me, you swear by Allah. You say, wa Rabbi Muhammad. I swear by the Lord of Muhammad. But when you're upset with me, you say, wa Rabbi Ibrahim. I swear by the Lord of Ibrahim. Now he picked us up when she changes her swear. I swear by the Lord of Ibrahim. All of it is swearing by Allah. He picked up that she's a little perturbed, she's a little upset. Not that she's screaming and she's yelling, she's cursing, I'm sick and tired. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. No. So she admitted to that. She said, yes, I don't boycott anything except your name. She doesn't boycott his person. And listening to him, and talking with him, and sitting with him, and laying with him, and eating with him. And the only thing I boycott is just mentioning your name. Wallahi, هذا عظيم. That's character that is عظيم. Superb. Now, and he's keen enough to pick it up. He's keen enough to pick it up. Now, we diverted from our lesson, but it is something that I wanted to mention. May Allah bless us in our wives. Our wives, they're very supportive for us. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reward them. Tayyib, number 4. مريم غسلت ملابس زوجها في الصباح. Maryam washed her husband's clothing in the morning. طيب الآن we have the second half. مريم تغسل ملابس زوجها في الصباح. مريم تغسل ملابس زوجها في الصباح. Maryam washes her husband's clothing in the morning. Right, she washes. This is something that she does on a regular basis. This is what she does. Nah, barakallahu feekum. And wallahi, I'm not mentioning that to say that the women have shortcomings or anything. Our women, no, that's not. Only so that we can learn and we move on. You know, and alhamdulillah, our women, mashallah. May Allah reward them. May Allah reward them. Number 5. الحافلة من صنعاء وصلت بعد الظهر. ما معنى هذا؟ الحافلة من صنعاء, the bus from Sana'a arrived after Dhuhr. No. The bus from Sana'a arrived after Dhuhr. طيب, we're going to go to the future tense. الحافلة من صنعاء تصل بعد الظهر. الحافلة بعد صنعاء تصل بعد الظهر. The bus from Sana'a arrives after Dhuhr. Na'am. Barakallahu feekum. May Allah aid you all. Na'am. Barakallahu feekum. May Allah increase you all. Number 6. Jamil. Na'am. Arrives. Na'am. 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 Arrives. Barakallahu feekum. جميل مرض من الجو البارد. جميل مرض من الجو البارد. Jamil was sick from the cold weather, right? Marida means became sick. Jamil marida, he became sick. Jamil marida min al-jaw al-barid. He became sick from the cold weather. Jamil got sick from the cold weather. Na'am. Jamil became sick from the cold weather. Na'am. Tayyib, let's look at the future tense. Let's look at the future tense. Jamilun yamradu min al-jaw al-barid. Jamil yamradu min al-jaw al-barid. Jamil gets sick. Jamil becomes sick from the cold weather. Na'am. Jamil gets sick, becomes sick. Na'am. Barakallahu feekum. Barakallahu. Na'am. Becomes. Na'am. So you see how you all, barakallahu feekum, may Allah increase you all, understand these sentences. Because you already have a great foundation that we learned. And you all are not learning Arabic just by speaking words and diving in it. You have a pattern and a method and a step-by-step. You all started from huwa, wa hiya, wa ana, wa nahnu, wa baiti, wa baituka, wa baituhu, wa baituha. Remember those classes way back then? But alhamdulillah, look where you have reached now. by the permission and mercy of Allah. And you have a ways to go, but with Allah's permission, you will get there. And there's nothing to stop you in no way whatsoever. So right now, increase your ambitions. You are the interpreter of the Quran. You're going to interpret and make tafsir of the Quran. You're going to explain the book of Allah. That's what we want in this ayah. Don't shortchange something. I just want to, in the future, in the past tense, is being shown in this lesson. Now, that's what this lesson is, a comparison between the future and the. يا طبيب لماذا ما فحصت صدري؟ يا طبيب لماذا ما فحصت صدري؟ طيب ما معنى هذا يا إخوتي؟ يا طبيب لماذا ما فحصت صدري؟ Oh doctor, why didn't you examine my chest? نعم. Why didn't you examine my chest? Why didn't you examine my chest? الطبيب يريد أن يفحص صدري. الطبيب يريد أن يفحص صدري. نعم. The first one is examined. Okay, what does the second sentence mean? The doctor wants to examine my chest. نعم. الطبيب يريد أن يفحص صدري. نعم. نعم. Time number 8. نعم wants to. نعم number 8. سارت حفصة إلى السوق مع أبيها. سارت حفصة إلى السوق مع أبيها. حفصة walked to the market with her father. نعم. سارة means to walk. سرت. أنا سرت. نعم. Now let's look at the future tense. تسير حفصة إلى المزرعة مع ولدها. I switched it up on you all. تسير حفصة إلى المزرعة مع ولدها. Hafsa walks to the farm with her son. ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. نعم. Al-Mazra'a is the farm where their crops are at. Where there's crops. نعم. تسير حفصة تسير حفصة إلى المزرعة مع ولدها. What does this mean? Who's going to answer? Somebody already answered. Who else is going to answer? Who else is going to answer? And she walks to the farm. Hafsa walks to the farm of her son. مع ولدها. مع ولدها. With her son. نعم. With her son. Type number 9. Number 9. هل سألت الشيخ عن هذه الآية؟ هل سألت الشيخ عن هذه الآية؟ Did you ask the Sheikh about this verse? About this verse. هذه الآية, about this verse. نعم. Did you ask the Sheikh about this verse? Did you ask the Sheikh about this verse? نعم. Okay, now let's look at the future. Ask the Sheikh about this verse. نعم. Let's go back. Let's look at the future. أراد يوسف أن يسأل الشيخ عن هذه الآية. أراد يوسف أن يسأل الشيخ عن هذه الآية. Yusuf wants to ask the Sheikh about this verse. Arad is past tense. Arada is past tense. Arada is past tense. Yusuf wanted to ask. To ask is future tense, right? Yusuf wanted to ask the Sheikh about this verse. That's what it means. Yusuf wanted to ask the Sheikh about this verse. So the point in here is that the first one is sa'alta, and the second one is yas'al, with the verb sa'ala. Is that clear, ya ikhwa? Is that clear, Hamza? Aba Nuh. Yusuf wanted to ask the Sheikh about this verse. Na'am, na'am, na'am. Barakallahu fikum. Barakallahu fikum. Na'am. Tayyib, number 10. لماذا أخذت كتاب أخيك يا بسام؟ لماذا أخذت كتاب أخيك يا بسام؟ لماذا? Why did you take your brother's book? Oh, Bassam, right. Why did you take your brother's book? Why did you take your brother's book? Time, look at the future tense. لماذا تأخذ? Yeah, why did you take? Okay, now let's move on. لماذا تأخذ كتاب أخيك كل يوم يا بسام؟ لماذا تأخذ كتاب أخيك كل يوم? Why are you taking your brother's book every day, oh Bassam? Right? We don't want to say, are you taking? Why do you take it? Why do you do this? Why do you take? Why do you take your brother's book every day, oh Bassam? Why do you take your brother's book every day? Why do you take your brother's book every day, oh Bassam? No, there's no problem. I know you understand. I know those spelling errors occur. I understand that. Now, why do you take your brother's book every day, oh Bassam? Okay, this is a question that's on you all. This question's on you all. Somebody's name is Bassam. What does that convey? What does that convey if you heard the word Bassam? What do you understand from that? And somebody, that he's a smiley person. Or if this is a boy, it might be Bassam, or he might be Basim. Basim. Because we heard the word in the story, Tabassama. Tabassama. And if it's a girl, it's going to be Ibtisam. Ibtisam. It's a girl's name, Ibtisam. 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 No, it means to smile. It means smile. But no doubt it conveys happiness. So if somebody's a Bassam, that's a lot of smiling. Bassam, the smiles. And a girl would be called Ibtisam. A girl would be called Ibtisam. Because in the story we have the word Tabassama. The past tense of this is what? Tabassama. That's the word that came in the story. And that's the only reason why I wrote that name in this story. That's the only reason why I wrote that name in this story. So you write that down, because today you're studying, and tomorrow you will be teaching. Tomorrow you will be teaching, inshallah. Type number 11. Number 11. لماذا دخل هذا الولد الكبير على النساء؟ لماذا دخل هذا الولد الكبير على النساء؟ Why did that big boy enter upon the woman? I mean, he's too big. He's too big. That boy's He's 12 years old. He can't be coming in. He's 10 years old. No, he can't come in the women. Hey, he's too old. He's too big. Nah, it's too big. Nah. That's the past tense. Why did this big boy enter upon the women? Right? In Islam, the women have their own area. Honorable. Na'am. That's honor of the women. Na'am. So ikhtilaf is not permissible except in situations that it's a must. If you're going to go to the hospital, if you're going to make Hajj, if you're going to travel on an airplane, if you're going to get on the train, it's impossible not to have ikhtilaf. But in those areas that where woman has to have ikhtilat, she has to be with a mahram. So when she's with her mahram, the prohibition is gone. She can't be by herself, and she's amongst the men. She has her son with her, and she has to go to the cash register, and she has her son with her. Take your son with you. Your husband's not there. Take your brother with you. Take your nephew with you. It's a ni'mah to have an older son. Teach your son to be responsible. He goes at you. He handles. He gets the change. He deals with all the men. Let's go to the future. لماذا يدخل هذا الولد الكبير على النساء? Why is this big boy entering? Or why does he enter? Right, هذا الولد, this boy. This big boy entering. Why is he entering amongst the women? And you all be very keen about the situation with the women. Very keen, very sharp. The women have to be protected. Or the past as well as you say this. Right, the past. Maybe in the past I said that, but it's this. هذا الولد الكبير. This. طيب. If somebody teaches women, it has to be from behind a veil. Has to be behind a veil. وَإِذَا سَأَلْتُمُوهُنَّ مَتَاعًا, and if you ask them for something, فَاسْأَلُوهُنَّ مِنْ وَرَاءِ حِجَابٍ. Ask them from behind a veil. No woman should study with any man, and he's directly in front of them. No, they would be in their own area where they can be comfortable. And the same thing when they're getting married and things like that. Don't talk on the phone. Don't get on the camera, on the webcam. No. And if somebody comes lopsided or incorrectly, drop him like a rotten potato. If he doesn't understand how to treat you before the marriage, then he's not going to know how to do it afterwards. Now, that's just a sign right there for me. Nope, he's not. This is not the one. Drop him like a hot potato. He comes up to you, action. Who's your wali sister? Khalas. That's over. You don't have enough adab to go ask a man who's married, to ask his wife, to ask her and get the information correctly. If you make one strike and you're out, it's not a baseball game. One strike and you're out. Protect yourself and protect your family. Here we have this little exercise here. This is for you all to do. Before we go there, when you all review this left to right and you're moving, you're not going to make any stutters, and you're going to be studying hard, and you're going to review it well. This is how you're going to review. زينب قرأت الرسالة أمس. زينب تقرأ الرسالة الآن. أراد أحمد أن يذهب إلى السوق. يريد أحمد أن يذهب إلى السوق. جاء بلال إلى المسجد لدرس في العقيدة. يجيء بلال إلى المسجد لدرس في العقيدة. مريم غسلت ملابس زوجها في الصباح. مريم تغسل ملابس زوجها في الصباح. الحافلة من صنعاء وصلت بعد الظهر. الحافلة من صنعاء تصل بعد الظهر. جميل مرض من الجو البارد. جميل يمرض من الجو البارد. يا طبيب لماذا ما فحصت صدري؟ الطبيب يريد أن يفحص صدري. سارت حفصة إلى السوق مع أبيها. تسير حفصة إلى المزرعة مع ولدها. هل سألت الشيخ عن هذه الآية؟ أراد يوسف أن يسأل الشيخ عن هذه الآية. لماذا أخذ كتاب أخيك يا بسام؟ لماذا تأخذ كتاب أخيك كل يوم يا بسام؟ لماذا دخل هذا الولد الكبير على النساء؟ لماذا يدخل هذا الولد الكبير على النساء؟ That's one time without a mistake, but you have to do it 3 times without a mistake. So you're going to look, you're going to take your time. Take your time. I just did it quickly. You're going to take your time. لماذا دخل هذا الولد الكبير على النساء؟ لماذا يدخل هذا الولد الكبير على النساء? I reiterate, don't be satisfied with just understanding this. Now you have to go over it. You have to go over it. Your speaking has to be up to par. Your reading and your articulation has to be up to par. Up to par. Barakallahu fikum. Tayyib, let's look at here. We have this little exercise here, just so we can finally get familiarized and totally familiarized with conjugating the verb in the future tense with huwa wa hiya. Because after this, we're going to go into 2 new verbs. So the mudari is yaktubu. What's the madi? Kataba. The mudari is yaftahu. What's the madi? You all tell me, what's the madi from that? If we have yaftahu, what's the madi? What's the past tense of yaftahu? Fataha. Naam. Yaq'udu. Yaq'udu. What's the madi for yaq'udu? Naam. Yaq'udu. What's the madi for yaq'udu? Naam. Qa'ada. Qa'ada. So now this is the opposite way. Tayyib, so when I put this together, I'm trying to figure out every kind of way I can put exercises to make the student come out well understood, well prepared. Nah. So you all even think of greater than that. And you all, you put together a book to fill in the gaps that I left out. You all are studying. You see, say, oh, Abdul-Hakim, why didn't he do that? Oh, he should have put that there. Oh, he should have got that. I only did this because I saw gaps. And it doesn't, when I fill in a gap, doesn't mean I have to criticize anybody else, say that book is no good. No, all of it is ta'awun ala birri wa taqwa. All of it's ta'awun, so that we can be upon knowledge and that we can live good lives. Now, so you all need to come behind me, fill in the gaps that I left out, and straighten up. But when he did this, nah, it would have been better if he did it, and just do it. Nah. And benefit your brothers and benefit your sisters. Nah. So we have ya'kulu, you're going to put in the blank. Yashrabu, you're going to put in the past tense. Yal'abu, you're going to put in the past tense. Okay, let's look at the next lesson, the next level here. Yalbasu. Okay, what's the past tense for yalbasu? لبس. نعم. يضع. What's the past tense for yada'u? Wada'a. Naam. This is sarf. You know the past tense, you know the future tense. This is a great, what's the word that I want? This is a great step up to the comprehension of this. So this necessitates that you thank Allah. This necessitates that you thank Allah. Naam. Kaya yasilu. What's the past tense for yasilu? Madi, wasala. Naam. ويركب is rakiba. ويغسل is غسل. After that, alhamdulillah, we have reached الدرس الثامن عشر. Lesson number 18 is fi'l mudari in ana wa anta. And today is Thursday, and our time has come to an end. And inshallah, we will resume on Sunday. Some people, sometimes a class or two might pass them by. Take these 2 days to review and take these 2 days to catch up. Friday and Saturday. Naam, review. Naam. The meaning. Allah yubarik fikum jami'an. Okay, well, the meaning. What's the word? What is the meaning was requested from what? These words. Tayyib. Yaktubu. He's writing. He writes, or he's writing. Yaftahu means he's opening. Because we know the past tense. Fataha means to open. In past tense, now yaftahu means to open. Qa'ada means he sat. وَيَقْعُدُ he's sitting. Akala means he ate. وَيَأْكُلُ means he's eating. Shariba in the past means he drank. وَيَشْرَبُ means he drinks or he's drinking. According to the context of the sentence. La'iba, again, how do you know the root word starts with a wow? You have a hint because you know the okay. Let me finish doing the meaning of these words. Yal'abu, the past tense is la'iba, means he played. For yal'abu means he's playing or he plays. Walabisa means he wore. So yalbasu means he's wearing. So on and so forth. Okay, before we tell you barakallahu fiqh, we have yada'u. This ya, when we see that ya, it's a kind of an indicator that that's a future tense word. And that ya is extra. That ya is extra. So if we take off the ya, for example, if we had, okay, you all bear with me. If we had, barakallahu fikum, if we had yal abu, okay, that ya is extra. We can tell that these 3 letters here are the original word, and that the original word is la'iba. It has to have 3 letters. So if we have yada'u, if we take off this ya, we only have 2 letters left, and that's not possible. It has to be 3 letters. And we know that there are some words that the fa'il kalima gets dropped. Fa'il kalima, meaning the first original letter. And the ones that get dropped is if there's a wow there. If there's a wow there. And we explain, why does it get dropped if there's a wow? Why does it get dropped as a wow? Because if we leave the wow, here, it wouldn't be that great a problem, but it's a little difficult. Yawda'u. It's a little difficult to go from that, but it's a little difficult to say. So it's much easier, especially if it's a kasr. Especially if it's a kasr, it's difficult to say. But it's easier to say yada'u. For it's been dropped for the purpose of takhfif, to make it lighter. For the purpose of takhfif, to make it lighter. Barakallahu fikum. So, I reiterate. I want to say over again and again. you all today are studying. I don't want to raise up students. I want to raise up teachers. So you have to look keenly how this is done. Write your footnotes on the book. What is the intent of the author at this point? What does he mean by that? How do you view it? How do you do that? And at the same time, you fill in the gaps that I left out. You fill in the gaps where I fell short. Nah, but this is something that's imperative that this is done. Okay? And this is something that I consider wajib on me, and you consider it wajib on you to convey this. Now, I'm fi sabilillah, not for any money. Not for any money. And if somebody wants to make money, then he can go do whatever he wants to do. He can sell socks, he could sell fish, he could sell scarves, he could go work. And the avenues of making money are endless. Are endless. We don't have to have tunnel vision, but we don't have to use the religion as a stepping ladder to dunya, not the religion. We can sell fish, we can catch fish, we can anything you want to do that's halal. The world is open for you. As for Islam, this thing came to us crystal clear on the sweat and blood of our forefathers, and we're going to handle the over the baton just like we got it. I have appreciation to Allah. And how much did Abu Rayhannah get paid? How much did the Messenger of Allah get paid? How much did Sheikh al-Islam get paid? And so on and so forth from these ulama that has passed this deen down crystal clear, preserved. Now, and where we come from, the people are in dire need for knowledge. When the people in dire need, here you come. Well, you have to pay me this and you got to pay me that. No. Get yours from Allah. Get the reward from Allah. It's much greater. Nah. So I encourage you all to fill in the gaps. Don't think that you are too far to write a book. Once you understand this well, you'll probably be a better teacher than your teacher. Now, and you see the shortcomings that your teacher makes, and then you do the job right. Pardon me for the elongation. As you see, we're going to go into 2 new pronouns when we start this chapter here. And we're moving on. Alhamdulillah, we have reached page 139. Inshallah, we're going to stop here. We will resume on Sunday. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik.